Hi, I'm Dr. Michael Thomassen with Nebraska Equine Veterinary Clinic in Omaha, and I was going to talk to you a minute today about health certificates, what they're used for, requirements and stuff like that, and why right now there's a bigger push for very short-lived health certificates, like a short duration that they're effective or good for. So health certificates, the main reason is to ensure that the horse, in our situation horse, but dogs or cats or other livestock, are healthy before they are shipped somewhere. So ideally, everybody is healthy when they get on the trailer, and therefore hopefully we can decrease the number of cases of respiratory issues or whatever illness you want to put in there by ensuring that they're healthy when they leave. Now obviously anything can happen in the time that it takes from them to go from your place to your destination, and even from the time that we issue the health certificate until you leave. However, again, we're just making a good faith effort to say that this horse is healthy today. The biggest requirements for a health certificate, one is an exam. So it could be something as simple as just checking for nasal discharge and checking to see if there are lymph nodes that are swollen, taking a temperature, listening to their lungs and make sure that they're clear. That type of kind of brief exam. Most of the time we're also needing a current negative Coggins. So the most Coggins for most situations are good for 12 months from the date that they are drawn. That Coggins test tests for equine infectious anemia. And so you normally need a negative Coggins and a health certificate exam to be able to issue that certificate saying that they're healthy. Another big reason that we even do health certificates or certificate of veterinary inspections is that we can track, well, we can't, but the authorities like state veterinarians can track animal movement. So if you take your horse to a show and at that show a horse gets sick, then by the time everything kind of shakes out, oftentimes those horses are home again. And so being able to know which horses were at a particular show or event is helpful in trying to quarantine and isolate cases. So that's another big issue that big reason that we use health certificates. The big push right now, as we talk here in late August of 2019, is that there's a current outbreak of vesicular stomatitis across the country. Most of it is in states to our south and west, but Nebraska has a couple active cases right now. Vesicular stomatitis is a virus. It's transmitted by insects, and so once we get to a good killing frost here in a few weeks, that virus will go away for this year. And there are definitely places in the country that it pops up every year. Nebraska has them periodically, and this is one of those years. Vesicular stomatitis is important not only for horses but also people and particularly cattle. So it belongs to a group of infections, the vesicular diseases, where these diseases will cause inflammation and little sores on lips, mouth, around nostrils, and even sometimes around their feet. And it happens in horses and cattle and a few other species. It's important because we also want to be sure that it is vesicular stomatitis and not foot and mouth disease that would be devastating to the cattle industry. And also people can get it. It is rare, but people can get infected with that virus. The virus is short-lived. The risk of getting sick is high for horses, however the risk of dying is not. So it is right now, it's current, it's on everybody's radar because it's active, but it's not the first time that we've had this, and it won't be the last time. There is no vaccine available for vesicular stomatitis, so good biosecurity measures are important. And again, that's the whole reason for doing health certificate exams, is that we know that that horse is healthy at date X. So those are some kind of high points for what a health certificate is, what they're used for, why they're necessary, and then a little bit of information about vesicular stomatitis that we're currently dealing with. So if you have any questions, you can talk to your veterinarian or talk with us. We can help you navigate the requirements for moving your horse to a different show or state or whatever the case may be, to try to make healthy horse transport possible for everybody.